So last week I went to Vegas for NMX and NAB, the New Media Expo and the National Association of Broadcasters. Two conferences, one mainly that I really wanted to go to, which was NAB, because that's where all the camera companies are, everything from, monitor companies, drones, sliders, everything like that. So I walked a ton and I got to see a lot of the companies that I use their equipment, as well as software companies and other people that I've just been admiring for the last few years. So I started going through the different booths and saw a lot of crazy stuff like these Panavision boom arm things that they use in Hollywood, and a lot of drone companies like DJI and others. But some of the coolest things that I saw were from a company called FreeFly. FreeFly created the Movi, which is one of the first popular gimbals, and now they have things like octocopters and ones that you can sync all together at the same time. There's also companies like Defy that have them on zip lines, but what I really wanted to see was Canon's new camera and some of their lenses. So the first thing I did is I went and ogled the Canon XC10, which is a small compact camera for $2,500 that now shoots 4K. It has a built-on lens, and it's a dedicated video camera, and this kind of bridges between the cinema cameras like the C100s all the way to the high-end DSLRs like the 5D Mark IIIs. So the combination between these price ranges and the ability to shoot 4K is why I wanted to check it out. Now, it's brand new, and I'm sure there'll be more versions of this eventually, but having the built-in really strong zoom lens and the shallow depth of field is pretty awesome. Next, I ogled some of the crazy lenses like the Canon 50 to 1000 cinema lens. This thing is like $70,000, and I really just wanted to play with it because it's pretty crazy on what it can do. So that wraps up the Canon booth for me. I just wanted to see that main camera, the Canon C300 Mark II, and, some of their crazy lenses. Next up is Atomos. Atomos makes things like the Ninja Blade and the Samurai and the Shogun, and these are monitors/recorders that you can plug into your DSLR or your cinema cameras and get better quality footage and monitor them a little better. Next up is Kessler and Zacuto. I'm really interested in this pocket jib from Kessler. I almost bought it a while back, but for I think it's like somewhere between $600 or $700. You can pack up this small jib and use it on the go. Then I wanted to look at Zacuto because I'm really looking at shoulder mounts, and I think they have the one that I want. I also checked out one from Manfrotto called the Simpla, and that's another cheaper option as well. Manfrotto also came out with the Digital Director, which is really awesome. You can plug your DSLR camera into an iPad, and it has an app there where you can see it as a monitor and remotely control it. I also checked out companies I use a lot of their stuff from, like Keynote, and then I went to SmallHD to check out their new small display monitor. Let's listen into the SmallHD team to see a little bit about what features this thing has.
Variable intensity, so you can add as much of that color or pull some of that color out as you want. Our next page we have set up for focus. So if we want to use focus assist, peaking, we can look at it flat, we can look at it with a LUT, doesn't matter. Each of these, of course, fully user customizable. You can change them on the fly.
I mean, this thing basically looks like an iPhone, but it's a complete camera monitor for about $1,000. Next, I went to BlackMagic and we checked out some of the production cameras that we'll be using for One Day BB and played around with those a little bit. But then we also looked at their two newest things. Their micro cinema camera, which is $1,000, has no screen, but then you can attach the $500 BlackMagic Video Assist and get a fully functioning cinema-style camera for about $1,500. Then we went to the Red booth, which was pretty much like a party, and Dirty South was there playing some EDM music. We checked out the 8K Red Dragon. We looked at some of their other cameras, and I actually got a good hands-on amount of time with those cameras because I haven't really used them before. Next up, I went to Whipster, which is a video review platform that I use with all of my clients. I upload my videos there. They can watch them, comment on specific pieces in the frame, and give me feedback on things to change. Definitely check out this app if you're making videos and they need to be reviewed by other people. Then I went to Story and Heart, which is a company off-shift from Still Motion that not only teaches filmmaking, but they also have a great stock library. And lastly, my car got in an accident. Jen was driving, got a rear end accident, and still waiting to see if this thing's total or not and if I need to get a new car. But that was the down point of the trip. But other than that, I had a good NAB, good NMX, and I'm excited to be back and get cranking on some client work. So till next time, Vegas, I'll see ya.